In this video today, I'll be taking you through how to apply for your e-visa to Vietnam, regardless of the country you come from. The process is just simple and very smooth. Vietnam e-visas is now available for all nationalities, every country. Now, previously, it used to be about 80 countries who were allowed to enter Vietnam or who were able to get their e-visa. Now, every nationality, including Africans, and that includes Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal, whatever country, wherever you are coming from, you can now get an e-visa. Now, you don't need a company to specifically invite you. Yes, that process is there. That is if you want to come and work in Vietnam. You still need a business visa. You still need a school to sponsor you so you could come and work. But if you want to come on touristic purposes, you can still apply yourself and just get it. If you still also want to come and teach and you are still not finding a school to sponsor you, so it's so simple. You can just apply for the e-visa, come to Vietnam for touristic purposes, tour one or two places, and then look for a school. Once you look for a school, you get a school, you go out, you now come on a business visa. I think that is a cool deal, and the rate or the payment is very simple. It's just $25 or $50, depending on what you want, depending on whether you want a multiple entry or the single entry. The multiple entry is that you can come to Vietnam and then exit Vietnam and then come back again. So you have up to 3 months, depending on what you choose. If you choose 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you can go out and then come in, go out and come in, or even come to Vietnam, proceed to Thailand or other countries, and then still come back to Vietnam. But if you choose the single entry, then once you come to Vietnam and exit, you can't come back again. If you are coming, then you have to reapply again. And so that's the difference between the multiple entry and the single entry. Why am I doing this video? I'm doing this video because people are still paying huge sums of money to people to come to Vietnam. People are paying $4,000, $3,000, and that is so outrageous. That's waste of money, total waste of money. And that's the reason why I'm doing this video, because this has been there for a long time. Since 15th August 2023, that was when all nationalities were given the green light to be able to use e-visas. In this video, let me take you through. But hey guys, if you think my video has been supportive, don't forget to subscribe and then share my videos. Open your browser and go to https://evisa.immigration.gov.vn, which is the short form of Vietnam. And after typing that on any Google or any browser, just do that on any browser. So after doing that, the portal is going to open. This is the Vietnam Immigration Official Portal.
Hey guys, if you've enjoyed this video so far, please do me a huge favor and hit the like button and subscribe. These videos take quite a long time to make, so if you could help me out, I'll love you forever. Thank you all for your support. Now let's get back.
Then choose e-visa, electronic visa, that is on your left. Choose the first one, e-visa. Now remember that this is for, all nationalities. Choose foreigners. And don't forget, before you can benefit from this, you should be out of Vietnam. So when you choose this is what comes. They are just giving you, these are basic instructions for you to know how to upload your details over there. So the single entry is $25 and the multiple entry is the $50. Don't forget to check the acceptance button and then you come into the portal. So the first thing you are going to upload is your image or your picture, and they are saying it should be a portrait photograph, so it should be a passport picture. So I select my picture, and then after selecting my picture, I put that there. So after selecting my picture, the next thing I'll be selecting will be my passport. You select your passport, that is your passport data copy. Your passport data copy. Yeah. And then you come to your name. So you type your surname as inscribed on the passport. Don't add any names which are not on your passport. You should write exactly what is on your passport. If you don't do that, your visa can be rejected, or your e-visa can be rejected. And then your first name, so your surname, and then your first name. Then after, you type your date of birth. You select your date of birth, the month, the year, and the day. Yeah, you select all of them. And after doing that, you come so I'm trying to select the month, and then the year. I'm just selecting any year just to be able to show how this is done. And then you select your date of birth, and then your place of birth, and your place of your birth. Yes, your place of birth. So if your place of birth is Kyrgyzstan or Canada or Ghana, you just select that. Then you choose your religion. If you're a Christian, if you're a Buddhist, whatever religion you are, you just choose. Then your ID card number, you enter that as well. And then your email, make sure you write the correct email there, because everything will be, the correspondence will be through email. You write your email, and then you will re-enter the email. Yeah. You re-enter the email. So after you come and you re-enter the email, and then there are some questionnaire for you to check. You check all of them accordingly. Okay, so let me put in the email. So have you ever used any other passport to enter into Vietnam? Yes or no? So if you have previously entered Vietnam with a passport which you no longer use, you write, and then you type the passport number, full name, date of birth, nationality. You fill all of that information. But if you are using the same passport, even if you haven't entered Vietnam before, you just type no, yes. But if you have, and that passport you're no longer using it, you describe all of them. And then, do you have multiple nationalities? Are you a Canadian and a Ghanaian? You check yes or no, and you check that one too. And then requested information for your e-visa request information. Now you're going to choose, do you want a single entry or multiple entry? Don't forget, single entry, you just enter the country once you get out, that's all. So assuming you take 1 month single entry and you go out after a week, you can't enter again. By multiple entry, you can go out and enter until you exhaust your date. Then your passport information. What is your passport type? Is it a diplomatic passport, or is it an ordinary passport, or what? Then your passport number, you enter your passport number there. And after entering your passport number, you now come to the issuing authority. That's the country that issued you the passport. If you are from Ghana, you stay. If you are from Canada, you stay. Then date of issue, that you can find those details in your passport. And date of issue and date of expiry, you put all of them there. Expiry date, and then date of issue. Yeah, put those one there. And then after, now you come to, do you hold any other valid passport? Yes or no? You show that too. So if no, you move on. Contact information. So your permanent residential address, you type that, and then your contact address. And then your emergency contact. Do you have any emergency contact that they should contact in case of anything? For instance, if anything happened to you, full name, then the current residential address of the person, the relationship of the person, is the person your brother, your sibling, your friend, telephone number of the person. Then occupation, you write that one too, and fill all those one. If you tick no, you won't answer all of that. So that one too. And then your occupation, your work information. So name of company you work for, name of the company you work for, the position or your position. So for instance, if you're a teacher, you write it there, and then your address or address of the company that you work for, and then telephone number of the same company that you work for or you work with. Now, information about the trip. So your purpose of entry into Vietnam, I mean, is mostly tourism. So you're going to check tourism. If you are coming with the e-visa, it's mostly tourism. So you check e-visa. So agency organization that the applicant plans to contact when you enter into Vietnam. If you have such persons you want to contact, any agency or something. So for instance, if you have anything you want to contact in Vietnam, you state that one too. Then allowed entry, you choose the port. So I choose Tan Son Nhat International Airport. You can choose any port that you wish to enter through and you want to exit through. Now don't forget that whatever exit point you choose, you can't come to Vietnam and decide to choose another entry point. There are so many entry points. Then your phone number, your Vietnam phone number, then they ask, have you been to Vietnam? Yes or no? Do you have relatives in Vietnam? Yes or no? And your trip expenses, and then who will cover the trip? You select that. Is it the applicant? Is it another person? And then does the applicant here have health insurance? Yes or no? You state that one too. And then you enter your CAPTCHA, that is a verification code. You enter that one too. And then you review your application to make sure that you don't make any mistakes. Then you go to step 2. I mean, this is the main information you have to put through. So if you're able to do this, then you are almost through. You are almost through. Then you cross-check that the information you gave is correct.
Hey guys, if you've enjoyed this video so far, please do me a huge favour and hit the like button and subscribe. These videos take quite a long time to make, so if you could help me out, I'll love you forever. Thank you all for your support.